Hi guys, I'm looking at you, you're there, yes. It's a new device. The video quality is not great, as you can tell. I basically just wanted to check in. I know that the vlogs have been a bit sparse and it's been a combination of being really busy in a fairly shit place for quite a while, and being in constant pain as well, which is starting to take over my life. It's the endometriosis pain and the fact that my spine and now my hip decided to keep on coming out of place. My elbows come out of place as well, but they always have. So I do need a referral to a musculoskeletal specialist. Yay, more fucking referrals. Okay, so let's do some updates. I am still working on some music projects at the moment that I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to say too much because I don't know what I can and can't say. But it's exciting, it's good, it's fun, it's interesting, and also working on the production side of things as well and learning the technical bits and bats of it all. It's been really good for me actually, and the guy that I'm working with, who, if you're watching this, hello, is very supportive and shit. Very supportive, very understanding, and sort of, I don't need to explain too much about what I mean because we kind of tend to be on the same level, which is good. It makes the work, it is work, because it's hard work, but it's such a buzz when it starts to all come together. So yeah, I was supposed to be going there today, but I couldn't. Again, the pain taking over my life. Basically, I need to have this. The problem is the surgery that I'm waiting for is diagnostic. They can and they might be able to do some treatment at the same time. Basically, they need to go laparoscopically, obviously, through the abdomen. They have to do various things like check the thickness of... Any men, you might want to mute this a little bit because it's all lady stuff. You lucky fuckers. You've got it so easy. So let's go in, check how thick the wall of the uterus is. So not only do I have that, it's also tilted, which apparently a lot of people have, but it's tilted upwards just to make life that bit harder, you know, so they have to jump over, they being, you know, little tadpoles. And then they try and make their way up to my useless fucking fallopian tubes that don't work properly, and the PCOS, and the problem with the right tube, this nodule or something. It's just a complete mess. It's an absolute... my body physically am absolutely falling to bits, and it's awful. I'm not gonna lie, it's absolutely awful. I'm in constant pain all the time with something, whether it's my spine, my neck, my shoulders, my stomach. Something hurts all the time to the point where sometimes I nearly pass out from it. when it hurts to talk and it hurts to breathe even. And you end up being physically sick from it. And I've been waiting for months for this fucking stupid surgery. I hate West Yorkshire, right? It is absolutely used. Mental health services are absolutely pathetic. I'll come to that later. All the services are absolutely terrible. The police, absolute bullshit round in West Yorkshire. Anyway, this is irrelevant. Basically, it's just a load of crap. But there's also been some breakthroughs. Hang on. Yeah, there's also been some breakthroughs. Balancing that on a cushion, not a good idea. Diagnostically, my diagnosis, I believe, is due to change. And I've had, once we get to Monday, it will have been 4 weeks off my therapy, because it was a bank holiday. My therapist fucked off for 3 weeks to Canada. No sort of, just, they just leave you dangling, you know, and then came back, and then obviously another bank holiday this week, and she only works on Mondays, or I can only see her on Mondays or something. It's some bullshit like that anyway. And so in that time, apart from constantly seeing, and oh my god, the voices, that's all I can say. And seeing things. Right, where was I there? I need to take a breath. I feel like there's so much I need to say. It's been so long. Part of the reason is technology. My new phone doesn't let me record anything for more than about 10 minutes. This is a new device, like I say. Oh yeah, so having had that month of therapy, I think I've come to realise that, apart from the fact that my diagnosis is, I'm fairly certain, wrong, but having done my research, it's very common to mistake I don't want to go too far into it really, but it's very common to mistake the diagnosis that they've given me with what I believe is actually going on. And when I kind of worked it out, it was like a switch, like a light bulb. Always trust a light bulb. There's a little house-ism there, if anybody watched it. And there's no treatment, there's no medical treatment. I've been taken off one of my meds and put on a new med. But I don't believe that the therapy is constructive anymore. I've been there now. I've been in therapy. I can't believe it. 10 months. I've been in therapy 10 months and nothing's been dealt with. Absolutely nothing. The only thing I've got out of it really is a few coping techniques, which, to be honest, I got from one of the group therapy sessions anyway. It was just being repeated back to me because she was one of the people who led the group. And I've got a decision to make. I keep forgetting where to look. I'm looking at you there, aren't you? I've got a decision to make about whether it's whether there's even any point in continuing with the therapy, because it's not, you know, I'm working with somebody so quite obtuse, really, and so inflexible that she's what I call a textbook therapist. She's just, it's like they repeating just what they've read in training, basically. And having checked in the DSM-4 at 5 now, isn't it? We're into 5. Checking in with the DSM-5, it would appear that I'd say over 99% chance that they've misdiagnosed me. What I need to do, I'm due to see the psychiatrist in August, which feels like a long time away, but I know it'll go pretty quickly. And I'm not sure whether to put forth this diagnosis or not. I know therapy, and I know psychiatrists, especially. I've had many. The other thing as well about that place is you never see the same psychiatrist more than once. They can't seem to keep one. And that also makes me question the service. People outside. Oh yeah. So they in all the time I've been with their service, which in total would probably be 2.5 years, maybe 2.5 years, I've never seen a psychiatrist more than once. The same one, you know. They just keep on moving it from locum to locum to locum, and it makes you think, why? There was one that was due to start there about a month or so ago as a permanent, you know, a residential, as it were, psych, and he only lasted 2 weeks. I never got to meet him. I had an appointment with him, and I never even got to meet him because he buggered off before. And that happened with the first one. The first one that I was supposed to go and see, she fucked off to Nigeria before I got a chance to even speak to her, which was nice. Anyway, I'm rambling now. The point is, misdiagnosis, terrible service, says different psychiatrists, not sure how to approach it, and probably not going to continue with the therapy because I think it's becoming counterproductive. It's causing more problems than it's solving, and not in a therapeutic way. You know, they say, oh, it's going to get worse before it gets better. It's not that kind of thing. It's literally just really bad therapy. I mean, I've had one in all my life. I've had one good therapist. Again, he buggered off, and that was in the same service. I have been very suicidal the past few weeks. I am sort of coming out of that a little bit now. I think I'm trying to focus on the music and, you know, going back to uni and things like that, which I think I've mentioned to you. I want to do double majors, American, combined honours of criminal psychology and developmental psychology. Probably specialising in psychopathy because the hell of psychopaths are so good. What else? Spoken to. Oh yeah, I've self-referred to another service. Which I've just realised I shouldn't have said because I don't know who's watching this, so I'm not going to say anything more about that. Those coats are freaking me out. I keep thinking there's somebody behind me. Hang on. So, just trying to listen to the things that people around me are telling me and more importantly, trying to believe them, you know. And I'm trying to teach myself to accept the positive things that people say about me to me and believe it and not kind of bat it away and or come back with oh yeah, but you know, I feel like the that made sense in my head and it's a very I don't actually know if there's a word for it. It's a. Do you know what it's like? I don't know if anybody is ever watching this who's ever been on those crazy mouse roller coasters as a kid, which are fucking terrifying. Now you're getting a mouse and it's going round, but then you think you're going to come off the track and then it swings round and it's like that. It's like, obviously there's the ups and the downs and all the obvious, all the obvious stuff. And then you kind of think, you start to come up to a corner and the corner is, say, working on the next song or going somewhere on my own or whatever, and it's like you're approaching the corner of that roller coaster and you got mixed feelings about it, and then you think you're gonna fall, you think you're gonna go, and then it swings around and you realise, oh, you know, I'm still here. And it's like that. It's like a kind of insane. Oh shit, there's a moth. It's like an insane roller coaster, but not a really big one. Like I say, a crazy mouse. I know I'm talking shit now, but I'm very aware of it's not that big, but it feels it. The moth. I'm going to stop rambling now because it is starting to descend. Good God, it's over 20 minutes I've been talking. Right, I'm going to get going. To sum up, probably stopping therapy, see how this new medication goes, look more into the diagnosis, continuing with the music projects and moving forward with that, and going back to uni and dance classes as well, and just starting to meet people basically. And on that note, because that moth is freaking me out and I've been talking for 21 minutes now, I will let you be, and now I've got this, I can do some more vlogs. They're just not, the quality of it's not going to be that great. So yeah, I hope you're all okay, and if you made it to the end of this, I applaud you because I barely did. So take care of yourselves, and I shall speak to you soon. Bye bye.